What up, guys? My name is Avin. I'm a Shopify dropshipper, and this is my first YouTube video ever. In this video, we're going to talk about how I made $248,000 in 30 days with Shopify dropshipping. I'm going to give you all the value I have, everything I've learned along the way, no holds barred. So hopefully you can take it, apply it to your own business, reap the results, make some money.
Hello, I like money.
If that sounds interesting to you guys, I'll see you guys in the video. All right, so what up, guys? Here we are in my computer, and here are the results for the month of April. 248,324 in 30 days with Shopify dropshipping. In this video, I'm going to talk about how we got to this number, the step-by-step of how we found the product, how we tested it, how we scaled it, and how you can take the relevant information, apply it to your own business, and start seeing results as well. Let me just refresh this real quick because, I know I'm going to get some trolls saying, oh, you made this shit up, or it's a screenshot, or, some shit like that. So let me just refresh it real quick. So there it is. Now that we've got this out of the way, let's get into the value. All right, so how I did 248,324 in 30 days of Shopify dropshipping. So first off, how did I find the product, and how can you find great products like this? One of the biggest realizations I've come to in the year of 2019 is you do not need to reinvent the wheel. So what do I mean by this? A lot of times as beginners, and I'm guilty of this as well, we look for products that have never been marketed before, untapped products that we can be the first to market and blow and scale to the moon. And while in theory, this is not a bad idea, it's much, much harder. In my experience, I've never really been able to make it work. So what you can do is you can look for products that are already, selling in the market that show good promise in terms of their engagement. And I'll show you how to, validate that. But usually they're doing something wrong. Their product page might suck or their video might suck. So you can swoop in, make it better, and take that traffic, take that money, and reap the results. So let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. So I pulled up this video. It's this anti-flat head baby pillow. So look at this. Like, this video is absolute garbage. Come on, like, all I see is a baby with a fucked up head. I don't know what's going on here. It doesn't explain anything to me. I don't know what this pillow does. So right away, I can see this video sucks, and if I were to test this, all I have to do is make a better video. I see that they have, they have 2,500 shares for such a shitty video. That's crazy. So this product definitely has a lot of promise. 6,000 comments as well. So there's definitely something here. The next thing I like to look for, I look for comments. I look for comments like, I need this, or this would be great for my dad, my sister, my friend. So let me show you exactly what I'm looking for. So like Becca's saying both of our babies would benefit greatly from one of these. Where's Becca from? Becca's from British Columbia, and the reason that's important is I also make sure that these comments are from people from first world countries, because a lot of times if you're targeting worldwide, you'll get third world traffic, but that in no way validates that this product is sellable or even scalable. But first world countries, that's a great sign. Michelle, you should get this for Ojitos because her head pretty flat from the back. And Michelle is from Tyler, Texas. Okay, so another great sign. Michelle, she's from the U.S., so there's definitely something here, and this is definitely worth a test. So, like I said, make sure these comments are coming from first world buyers. That is important. So if you do take one thing, remember that it should be coming from first world buyers to validate it. So when it comes to my product, I found it using Ad Sector. I don't know, you may have heard about it or not. It's a pretty pricey spy tool. It's basically just a scraper. And by no means, if you're a beginner, is it needed. I just use it because it saves me time, but you can find great products using your Facebook feed. Just make sure that they follow the guidelines, of a shitty product page or a shitty video that you can take over. So you do not need Ad Sector. I want to make that very, very clear. So the product I made over 200,000. The product, it solves a need, not just a want, and also has a wow factor. So look for products that, are not really in the market, not in stores, that people have never really seen before. They have that unique ability, and they have the potential to go viral. It's important. We sold it at a 2.5x markup. So if we bought it at 10, we would sell it for 25. We also added a shipping fee. There's a stigma going around e-commerce that you can't convert if you offer anything other than free shipping, and this couldn't be further from the truth. I've been doing shipping fees since I started, and they convert great, especially in drop shipping where we're testing a lot of low ticket items. So, and Facebook ads are expensive, man. So if you can get an extra $5 or $6 on your margin, that's gonna help you so much. So I give you my word, shipping fees do work. Please give it a shot, implement it, test it. They will work for you. I promise you that. So the original ad that I saw of the product had over 500,000 views, 500 shares, but it was complete shit. They put it together terribly. It didn't explain anything, and the product page made it look like a scam. So that gave me the confidence that I knew that I could come in, make a better video, have a more professional looking product page, and blow them out the water. And that's what we did. So when it comes to the store, I have a general store. I like this because it gives me the flexibility to test many different products in many different niches as soon as possible. But if you want me to make a video regarding my thoughts on, general store versus a niche store, or even a one product store, leave it in the comments below. I'd love to give you my thoughts on that and what I think about on the matter. So now let's get into the Facebook part. So the testing strategy. I like to test with many different audiences. So I usually do about 15 to 20 single interest audiences at $10 a day. I do $10 a day because I like getting the data faster. So I like to make decisions within 2 days rather than 3 or 4, which I would with $5. But if you're on a low budget or you're a beginner, $5 work great. Don't let anyone tell you differently. $5 definitely work. I've used them for many different campaigns in the past and they convert great. I targeted tier 1 countries, 21 to 65 age range, Facebook and Instagram as the placements, and a 7-day click. Another important thing is test multiple creatives. So what I like to do is I like to make 3 different ads with the first 3 seconds different in each. And the reason I do this is because a lot of times that I've noticed that many times the ad that you are most confident in or you think that's going to pop off and make your product a winner, it doesn't always pop off. And I'd rather have Facebook decide the best one, let the market decide, the consumer decide what's the best ad. Because there have been cases where the ad that I didn't think would do the best, I didn't think do better than the one I thought that would do better. And I could be you could be leaving a winner on the table if you do that. So don't be lazy in that. Make multiple creatives. You're going to thank yourself later. So I like to do 3 different videos, 3 different thumbnails, and 3 different copies. So after a few days, when it comes to scaling, we look for ad sets with over 3 purchases and a ROAS above 5. And then we duplicate this $10 ad set 3 times to $30. So 30, 30, and 30. Usually what happens is one does well and the other 2 you kind of kill off. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. So as you can see here, I have 3 $30 duplicates. As you can see, this one flopped, but this one killed it. $22 cost of purchase, that's pretty good. Almost a 2x ROAS, which is really healthy, almost $1,500. But if I just made one copy, I would not have been able to scale this audience, and I would have left $1,500 on the table in sales. So this duplication strategy definitely works, and I definitely recommend it. So then after a couple more days, for all the ad sets of over $30 budgets and a ROAS over 5, I duplicate it to $100. So 100, 100, 100, and I follow that same process, right? Usually one will work, 2 will flop, and I'll kill those 2, and I'll further scale that 1. Again, the same process after 2 more days, the $100 still do well, and a ROAS above 4. We duplicate to 300, so 300, 300, 300. And we repeat the same process. Keep 1, usually 1 will pop off, 2, we kill. And then one note, if the $30 budget doesn't work because not all audiences are scalable, just duplicate the original $10 ad set 3 times. So 10, 10, 10. One of the most important things that you need to be doing if you have something that works is making new ad sets each and every single day. This is the best way to make sure your campaign runs for a long time. It's usually the biggest reason why campaigns die off, because you're not making new ad sets every single day. So take your winning ad sets, those ones with over 3+ purchases, go to suggestion tabs and make 3 to 5 new suggestion interests off it every single day. This is imperative. So please, if you take one thing, if you have something working, please, please, please be making new ad sets every single day. Then we follow the same process. We duplicate, rinse, and repeat, follow that same process. Then when you have enough data, we start implementing lookalike audiences, starting with 75%. I look for about 10,000 75% video view lookalikes, and I go down that ladder, 75, 95, VC, ATC, purchase, etc. And then at the end, I start looking to make my own custom content. I use my cousin as a model. He's a little better looking than me, so I used him, film our own video. The reason we do this is we like to avoid ad fatigue, right? Because when you're putting a lot of money to ads into these audiences, they're gonna see it a lot, so they're gonna start getting ad blind to it. So you want to keep things fresh, give your chance the best chance of succeeding. And that's the Facebook stuff. So let's go around the key takeaways. Finish it off. Number one, you do not need to reinvent the wheel. Look for products that are already selling in the market, but there's something they're doing wrong, whether that's the product page or the video. You can swoop in, take their money, reap the results, and yeah. Make sure you test multiple creatives. You could be leaving a winner on the table if you're not. You never know which one's going to pop off. So do not be lazy when it comes to making multiple creatives. You will thank yourself later. And lastly, don't be afraid to spend money if you have something that's working. You'll never be able to hit those $10,000 days or those 100K months, which I know almost all of us in this game aspire to do. If you're afraid to spend money, you're gonna get out what you put in. So don't be afraid to spend money. You'll thank yourself later. And that's it. That's what we did 248,000 in 30 days with Shopify dropshipping.
All right, and that's a wrap on video number 1. If you guys enjoyed it, I really, really appreciate you guys sticking through to the end. Leave me a comment, subscribe, like if you did enjoy it. If you didn't like it, leave me a dislike. I won't take it personally. But thank you guys so much for sticking through to the end. Let me know in the comments what type of videos you're trying to see in the future. At the end of the day, this channel is about what value can I provide for you and not the other way around. So let me know what you want to see, what I can do for you. And again, thank you guys so much for watching the video and sticking through. That's a wrap on video number 1. Peace.